Today, I'm going to be trying to fix the provinces of Canada. I've already fixed the borders of the United States and Mexico, so I thought I would head up north and fix the provinces of Canada. Now, Canada doesn't have that many provinces in it, so I think we're going to have to make some new provinces, and these straight lines are going to have to go. Also, I did do some research. Some people are mad at me that I didn't know a lot about Canada and stuff like that, so I did do some research, learn a bit about some provinces, so yeah, let's jump right into it. In this scenario, Canada is still a country with all the provinces working together, so just keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that this video is completely fictional. So starting off over here in the east, we have Quebec, a pretty large province. Now we all know that Quebec is an area that wants independence. When you think of areas that want independence, you're probably going to think of Quebec or Catalonia. So in this scenario, I'm granting independence over to Quebec. Now before Quebec is allowed to leave, they have to give over some of their land to Newfoundland and Labrador. Now this area was completely owned by the British up until like 19 something. So it is a little bit weird to have this straight line in this kind of province right here. It is really weird looking. So we're going to draw a line coming down from here over to the water. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this straight line. So now Newfoundland has this Newfoundland. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's like Newfoundland, but it's all put together, so it's like Newfoundland. I don't know how to pronounce it right, so if you guys want to, you can tell me the correct pronunciation in the comments below. And with Quebec ceding over their land, this island right here becomes a part of this province. So now that Quebec is independent, it's going to be extremely hard traveling between all these provinces. So Quebec would have to give up this land right here. And along with that, Canada is going to annex about half of Maine. Now New Brunswick owns a lot of Quebec's old land and half of Maine. Still though, transporting stuff through here might be a little bit harder, so I'm going to give them some more land. And just like that, Ontario and New Brunswick are connected a little bit better. I'm also going to go ahead and draw them a new border just straight down the line right here. So far, I have fixed up Eastern Canada. Quebec is an independent country. New Brunswick has gotten a lot of land. Nova Scotia has stayed the same. And Newfoundland and Labrador have gained land from Quebec. Now coming up north to these territories up here, I do want to make a new territory out of already existing territories. You can see that the Northwestern Territories does have these islands up here, and it's like a straight line dividing all these islands in half and stuff like that, and it's extremely border-gory. So let's go ahead and just get rid of these lines, and we'll make all these islands up here their own territory. So now instead of Canada having 3 territories, they now have 4. It also makes these islands up here look a lot better, because instead of having a line going straight through them, they're all united under one province. As for the rest of Canada, it's very straight lined, and now that I'm looking back at fixing the Mexican border states, these are the complete opposite. Mexico has state borders that are all over the place, but these are very straight lines, and I'm not really sure what to do about it. I think we can start off by uniting the Yukon Territory and the Northwestern Territory together to make one giant territory. I also want to come over to this territory in which I cannot pronounce the name of and make their border with this new territory a little less straight. So I'm going to keep that straight line right there, but I'm going to come down the side and just kind of make it a little bit squiggly, less straight. I'm going to follow the original border a little bit. We're going to come down and we're going to meet right there. I have heard that Alberta does want to secede from Canada, kind of like how Texas wants to secede from the US. It's kind of a thing like some of them want that, but majority don't. So I'm going to go ahead and give a little bit of Alberta's land over to the US, also a little bit of British Columbia, but that's just to make the border look nice. We're going to come over, up a little bit, and down. We're going to cut into this province in which I cannot pronounce the name of. It's like Saskatchewan. What? You guys have some crazy names. Like the US state names aren't that crazy except for like Mississippi, but that's not even English. It's not French either. Like what? Right, so let's cede this land over and give it to the US. I know this isn't a majority of Alberta and it's only a small bit, but all the people that do want to secede can move on down to that bit and join the US. Now they would probably join the state of Montana since that's the state that is right there. I can't really see that small slither of land becoming its own state. Maybe if I were to cede over more of Alberta, it would be able to become a state, but as of now, it's either a territory or it's part of Montana. These straight line borders are pretty irritating, so I'm going to come over to British Columbia and draw them a new border. Coming up like this over, I'm going to try to follow the original border but just not make it straight, and we'll meet right there. I'm also going to do the same for the rest of the Canadian provinces up north here, so I'm just going to follow their original border and just make it less straight. So we're going to come over, up like that. I guess a little straight line right there is fine. We're going to meet up here, and then we're going to come back down over to, what is this called again? The Hudson Bay? Yeah. I knew that. I don't know why it slipped my head like that. I really should know that. So now we have the lesser straight lines of Canada. Now I feel like the mapping community is completely divided over straight lines. Some people like straight lines and some people despise straight lines. I made videos so far where I do both, where I make straight lines and where I get rid of straight lines, and every time the comments are different. It's like, oh, you made straight lines, how could you? And then some of the other comments are like, oh, you got rid of the straight lines, how could you? And it's a jumbled up mess for me. So in this scenario, I am getting rid of some straight lines. I'm going to keep some of them, like this one with, so this is Ontario, and this is Manitoba. Manitoba? I don't know, I really don't know how to pronounce this, but it's Manitoba. I'm looking at it over here. Yeah, I'm going to keep that straight line right there because it actually doesn't look that bad. But like Alberta and British Columbia's border, it's just like, oh, we're not going to be straight. And all of a sudden it's just like, zit. So yeah, I'm just going to come up here and just go into Alberta. And then I'll come over to British Columbia and I'll meet up right here. And then the same for this province right here. Go up over into here and just follow it all the way up north until we meet right there. Now I didn't follow any rivers, and I probably should have done that because river borders are, sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not nice. I could have followed some river borders, but I didn't. I don't know if there's any rivers up there. There probably definitely is. But I'm going to keep this province's straight lines with Ontario, and I'm also going to keep this one with the Sasquatch looking thing. And yeah, that is going to do it for fixing Canada's borders. I know I completely screwed it up, and some people are going to be very mad about this. Just remember, it's for fun. And I know some people were like, oh, it's just for fun, but you still made me really mad, so blah, blah, blah. It's like, guys, yeah, I understand. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I have a Discord server if you want to join it. It is in the description below. Leave your suggestions down in the comments below. I'm open to suggestions and stuff like that, and most of the time, I might end up doing it. You should be seeing this on Thursday, so this is like day 5, Friday, Saturday, yeah, day 5 of daily uploads, which means there's only 2 days left of daily uploads. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.